Hey YouTube, I'm here to do my top 5 movies for 2015. Huge, huge year. Sorry I haven't been able to do this quite yet. Had a busy couple weeks here, coming out of New Year's and hitting the ground running into 2015. And if you haven't seen one of my top 5 videos yet, I do the top 5 because there's too many to choose for a top 10, so I just do honorable mentions. So, movies that deserve to have honorable mentions are Mission Impossible 5 deserves a mention. I'm excited for it, but not enough to make my list. Mission Impossible 4, which was directed by Brad Bird, was excellent, and Mission Impossible 5 could be very good as well. Another one to make my top 5 honorable mentions. Furious 7. Which is Fast and Furious 7, it's going to include the guy who died, Paul Walker, and they're going to have him in some scenes that are CG, like what they did for Seymour Hoffman, who is also in another honorable mention of mine, Hunger Games Mockingbird. And honestly, Hunger Games Mockingbird Part 2 should be in everyone's top 5 list. But it's not in mine because I'm not really into the franchise. But Hunger Games has consistently been just a heavy hitter in the box office. Their openings are gigantic. There's the new Harry Potter. And I say Harry Potter because Harry Potter is just like Hunger Games, the franchise that makes a lot of money because it attracts young moviegoers, and so it's not necessarily the quality of film, it's just the audience that they attract. So my top 5, here we go. Number 5, Mad Max Fury Road. Mad Max Fury Road, all I know is it's a spin-off of Mad Max, and I saw the trailer, and the trailer is my favorite trailer of the year. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, you really should see the trailer because it is trippy and it is awesome, and that's all I can say. It's one of the best trailers I've ever seen in my entire life, and it looks so colorful, but not oversaturated or undersaturated. It's not really colorful because of the type of post-production they do, more so colorful because of the choices they make in lighting and costuming. I'm really excited about that. My number 4 movie, 2015, Terminator Genesis. I really love the Terminator franchise, and Terminator 2 is one of my favorite movies, one of the best movies of all time when you're looking at action movies, I consider. And what this has done, and what it is doing, which is very ambitious, is covering 4 different time periods in one movie. And that could either make or break the movie, and my thought is it will make the movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the lead star of it, and he is one of the villains of it. So that's very exciting. And we also get the return of the T-1000, which is the coolest cybernetic organism in cinema, in my opinion. My number 3 is Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. And Avengers would normally get top of my list because I'm a gigantic Marvel fan, and last year, Marvel movies, I had a whole top 5 for Marvel movies last year, 2014, because they were all excellent. But Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, quick bit of information for Avengers 2. Joss Whedon wrote it before he wrote Avengers 1. Joss Whedon's a television writer, so he writes the middle of the arc before he writes the beginning or the end of the arc. And Joss is really excited about this project. So I am really excited about this project. The trailer was the most watched trailer for about a week. Most watched trailer of all time online for about a week. Until episode 7 trailer came out. Yeah, and if you haven't seen the trailer, please watch the trailer because it is awesome. Ultron looks great. Hulkbuster versus the Hulk. How can you go wrong with that? Vision's going to be in it. And Agent Carter's going to be in it as well. I don't know if we're going to have Granny Carter like we had in Winter Soldier. But it should be amazing. It's going to make at least $2 billion. It'll probably outgross Avengers 1. If it ends up being terrible, it'll still make a lot of money. My number 2 movie of the year. This would also normally be number 1 on my list. In fact, if it were any other year, this would be number 1 on my list because I am a gigantic Jurassic Park fan. Jurassic World. Jurassic Park was my favorite movie growing up as a kid. I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. It inspired me to want to be a paleontologist. I used to learn the names of every dinosaur, and I saw Jurassic Park a total of 6 times in theaters. That's 5 times when I was, came out, 93? I was 5 or 6 years old. And I saw it once when it was re-released in 3D, and I made sure to bring my mom because she saw me every time when I was 5 years old. So I told her, I'm going to repay you taking me 5 times, I'll take you once when I'm old enough to take you. So Jurassic World, I'm really excited about that. Chris Pratt is a very strong lead, and I really like the concept of stepping it up, time to make some genetically modified beasts. I believe the theory I've heard is the T-Rex, the D-Rex in this movie, the genetic creature they made, is a mix between the T-Rex and the Velociraptor. So somewhere in between the cunning of the Velociraptor and the size of the T-Rex. Also, concept art has been leaked for the T-Rex in the movie and has scars right down the side of its neck. So it's probably the same T-Rex from Jurassic Park 1. And my number 1, which I think is everybody else's number 1, is Star Wars Episode 7. The same reason why I put Godzilla at the top of my list last year, which, in my opinion, could have been a mistake, but I still enjoyed the movie, is there is a redemption factor. The episodes 1, 2, and 3 were all terrible, yet they still made a lot of money. J.J. Abrams, who I believe directed Star Trek. I'm pretty darn sure he did. But he did a fantastic job with Star Trek. And the trailer for Episode 7 looks great. And it's also very exciting that we have the original cast. We have Chewbacca returning. We have C-3PO returning. We have Luke returning. Han Solo returning. Princess Leia returning. You're going to have the awesome callback of this original franchise as well as an exciting new story with a new Sith that looks cool, and you got the cool lightsaber that goes and then like that, and then you have even more excitement with Millennium Falcon returning and the whole new storyline with new characters. And the trailer, the teaser, it's not even really a trailer yet. The teaser that has come out is really exciting. And that will make probably $3 billion. Everyone and their cousin and their mother and their grandmother and their dog are going to come see it. Closing remarks. Pixar has 2 movies coming out. One I'm very concerned about emotions. I know Pixar has stumbled with Cars and Planes, but is this going to be the death of the good reputation of Pixar? Because there's this one trailer that everyone saw when they saw Big Hero 6 about different emotions, and it looks really concerning to me. And then they have another movie coming out about dinosaurs, which I'm excited about, but I haven't seen anything about, so I don't know anything about it. And another big concern for me is Ant-Man. Ant-Man is coming out in June or July, and that's been in the works for a long time. The story behind that one, in closing remarks, is Edgar Wright wrote it and had a great idea for it, but then Marvel Studios stepped in and got all fascist and took him off the project, put a different director in, tried to close out the deal. I saw the teaser and it looks a little hard to watch, but we'll see. We'll see. It could end up being great. It could end up being Marvel's first failure. I hope it's not Marvel's first failure. Anyways, thanks for watching. I try to keep these within 10 minutes, and I just made it 10 minutes. So subscribe if you haven't yet. I do as many vlogs as I can, and I do of all types of stuff. I do social commentary, I do montages of awesome stuff, and I do these kind of vlogs. So keep it locked right here, and I'm Tyrant60, and I will catch you later.